Okay, part 2. Moving on, we go to the second one, which is count how many times a given element occurs in a 1D array. Now, I won't be writing down the topic or the task like in the previous one. I'll just start by doing the flowchart and explaining it as we go. Also, feel free to ask questions in the comments, I'll read them. Now, we do our classic array the creation by having n, by inputting n, and then having to input all numbers in the array until an minus 1. Again, we will be checking the whole array and going through it only once. So we do the classic loop. And because we're also counting, just as in the previous example, we can add in c equals 0. Now, in the loop, which, there we go, we want to count how many times a given element occurs. So this is what you normally said, and what I mentioned before is what we're going to do now. Now we're just going to be able to add in another number, for example, x. We can separate adding in things in the input boxes or output boxes by a comma. Very simple. And so for I is n, it's less than n. If it's true, go on to another condition in which we check I is equal to x. Now if it's false, we do just as in the previous example, go I++, and we go back to the beginning of the loop. If it's true, however, well then we do just how before, c++, and then I++, and my bad, here's a bit of a correction. You can't write it down like this actually. You have to write it down in front of this arrow, because an operation can only have one arrow pointing to it, just like every other element in this notation. And that is the loop. It was just as I explained, with checking if it's 0, except we input x and replace this 0 with x.